Gwen, Ezili, Adora, and Brickell all got big buffs, and we're going to go through them. Up first is Gwen. She followed Open's footsteps and got herself a targeting option for her level 3 cocktail. This will reduce the RNG of runs drastically and let you target parts of the map that either touch multiple tracks at once or spots where the balloons go over it multiple times. On top of this, Gwen now applies a global attack speed and range buff to Ring of Fire attack shooters, Signal Flare mortars, and Dragon's Breath wizards. This buff extends to higher tiers of these towers but not lower ones, so you know I'll be running Gwendolin when I opt for the Infernal Ring primary expertise combo. Finally, her Firestorm does much more initial damage, as that was underwhelming, but now will compete with the damage over time effect. Next, we have Ezili, who might have received my favorite buffs. To start, her level 3 Heartstopper ability lasts longer, has a shorter cooldown, and removes purple balloon immunity for the duration. This is an incredible change, as Heartstopper was almost useless before, and I can already see it bailing me out of a guaranteed loss when the first purple starts showing up. Additionally, she can now target where to place her sacrificial totem, and the totem itself got buffed to give wizards a little more pierce and attack speed than the other towers in its range. A very nice change, but it's still a shame that we can't use the totem in Impoppable or Chimps. Third is Adora, and man did she get buffed. Her level 3 ability got a nice 10-second cooldown reduction, meaning it has a 29% uptime at level 3 and a 43% uptime at level 16. Then, as she levels up, her main attack and abilities gain extra damage towards fortified balloons, making her a beast in the later rounds of Chimps, and she'll be a ton of fun to use in free play where just about everything is fortified. And finally, we have Brickell. She got a funny buff to her Mega Mine, so its explosion now ignores line of sight. But her main buff is the large amount of extra damage that has been added to her main attacks. This will help her out in the late game, and it'll be interesting to see how she'll fare when doing good damage herself instead of relying solely on abilities and buffing other water monkeys.